Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Like you guys see in my title, I will be talking about how I've been dealing with mental health issues as of lately, but I know it started since January, but I didn't think it was mental health at first. So what happened was I was a student at California State University, aka Fresno State, but I had to stop my education. I was 3 semesters away from graduating with my bachelor's degree in Spanish. I wanted to be a Spanish interpreter, but there were limited resources for me to help me succeed in school. And not just that, I have muscular dystrophy, which it's a type of genetic disability that affects your muscles over time. And I know I've been a little bit more weaker than the past years, so that was one of the reasons. And also, I didn't have any assistance like to use the restroom because when you have muscular dystrophy, you need help 24/7 basically. So my mom would come to school and help me with that, but it was just too much for us, like in between classes and all that. I know a lot of you are like, don't you have the option to take online classes? I do, but going to college, it wasn't just to get my degree, you know what I mean? It was like an activity where I can get out the house for a few hours and also socialize with other peers. I know a lot of people that know me well are maybe like, what are you talking about socializing? Because, like, when I was younger, like around high school and stuff, I wasn't very talkative at all, really. I feel like I isolated myself from socializing for some reason, but I'll explain more in another video why I feel like I isolated myself, like to be just not talkative with people and stuff like that. But anyway, high school made me grow as a person. In college, I was more sociable. So I'm still sociable right now, but it's like don't really go anywhere. It's not that I don't want to go anywhere, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't want to have a life outside of my home, but it's like my disability doesn't let me do that, sadly, because I always need like a caregiver with me. My main caregivers are my parents. My mom mostly because my dad is working most of the day, so it's just me and her most of the time at home or going somewhere, you know. So it's like there's certain disabilities like you can be independent, but like I said, muscular dystrophy doesn't really let you be independent. It's not that I don't want to. It's like there's some people that might be like, oh, you're not trying, you just quit on yourself. It's not that I quit. You have to be realistic at times. I always was realistic on certain aspects of my life. So in my case, there's different cases, you know what I mean? In my case, I can be independent, but there's other people with disabilities that can be independent. It just depends on the disability, you know? There's some people that think my disability is mentally, so they treat me differently, you know what I mean? But I'm okay, like, you know what I mean? It's just physically. I know what's going on around me. Like if my disability was mentally, I wouldn't be uploading videos, you know what I mean? So that's the reason I've been dealing with mental health, like not going to school anymore. I was like, before I started YouTube, I was like, what am I gonna do with myself? I mean, I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life, you know what I mean? So slowly I was like feeling isolated, I mean, from the world, like it was like I didn't want to do anything. Like I would watch TV and wouldn't really pay attention to it. where I would play games, like PS5, and I wouldn't really be into it. Like I would play, but I wouldn't be playing like to win. I would just play to distract myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was like those few months were like, what am I gonna do? Then I went to my girlfriend Victor's house. He has SMA type 2, I think. And he's the one who told me about it since he has his own YouTube channel. He told me about I should start a YouTube channel. But when I went to visit him, I didn't really tell him like what was going on. It wasn't that I don't trust him or anything like that. I know him since the seventh grade, so you guys know we have a long history about friendship and stuff like that. But I was feeling overwhelmed. Like I was like, I don't think I have mental health. I was denying it. Like I was like, I'll be okay. I'll start YouTube and everything will go back to normal. So I was okay for a few months after starting YouTube, but then again, my mental health started up again. Like my isolation and stuff started again. So when I had a doctor's appointment with my neurologist, I don't just see my neurologist at that appointment. I see physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech, and social worker. And I told the social worker when she walked into my room what was going on, that everything was okay at home. But I was feeling like isolated and stuff. And I thought like I needed to see a therapist and stuff. Well, she gave me a list of places where I can see a therapist. And one of those places, their therapists specialize in treating people with disability that are having mental health issues. So I scheduled an appointment that same day, and last week was my second session going to therapy. It's been really helpful. Just it might just be two sessions, but I felt like it's helpful, like talking about how I've been feeling and stuff. But even though I go to therapy, there's times that I feel isolated. I have reached out to a few people because I needed like someone to talk to. We all need someone to talk to once in a while, but I was like, who can I reach out to talk about my mental health issues? I have a lot of family here where I live, but let's say that my family support is non-existent basically because almost all my family doesn't even know why I'm in a wheelchair. They don't know anything about muscular dystrophy. They just know that my body's getting weaker over time, and that's it. And also, they don't even visit me. Like they only visit when we have a party or my grandma's here. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't have like any family member that I can be like I can talk to them about this and stuff like that. Since there's no support. They're never like, oh, let's go visit him and see how he's doing. No, they don't really do that. So I had hard time thinking about who can I talk about this with since I don't have family support basically. But I'll talk about more about that in another video. So yeah, it's a long progress, but I'm glad that I looked for help, because it was just getting out of hand to be honest. I will update you guys like how my mental health issues are going. Like I said, last week was my second therapy session. So I'll probably give you guys an update on my fourth or fifth therapy session. But before I end this video, like if you have a disability that you are able to be independent, don't let anybody tell you you can't do this or you can't do that. If you're able to be independent, like I said, you can go anywhere, like maybe a mall, see a movie, hang out with a few friends, or go to a club or whatever you want to do. If you're able to, just go. Like, if you're able to go, just set your mindset to be like, you know what? I want to go here and I'm just going to go have fun. You know what I mean? And for people that have similar disability like me that you need a caregiver 24/7, I mean, try going outside if you can. Like, if your caregiver can take you out, it can be either your parents, a family member, a brother or sister. If they can take you, I mean, I know they have things to do as well, and it's hard being a caregiver for someone with muscular dystrophy or any disability that needs caregiving. So, like, don't give up. Like, if you're suffering from mental health, I suggest you guys look for help or talk to your mom, dad, brother, sister, or anyone who you trust. Like, we all need someone to talk to, at times. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Until next time.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride.